everybody. Hello. It's been a while, but it's been an adventure and I can't wait to share that journey with y'all. Okay, so I just recently finished a book, Lead Yourself First by, it's on the bottom, but the sticker's covering it so I don't remember. It's got like a Raymond and a Michael S. Erwin. I enjoyed reading this book very much. It's awesome. Okay, so let's get started. I'm so excited. This book talks about solitude and how that helped leaders in their leadership. Solitude does not have to mean you're like sitting and meditating like a Buddhist monk for a while. Solitude just means that you're taking time to quiet your mind and think about things that are really important, to reflect on things that have happened, and just taking time to think about what's going on. He lists 4 benefits that come from solitude before he explains a little bit like what you should be thinking during solitude and how to prepare for that jazz and stuff. And the 4 things he talks about is clarity, creativity, emotional balance, and moral courage. So those are all things we can gain from solitude when we take the time out of our busy lives to have an unbusy moment, to take a moment to be quiet and to just think through things. Example of solitude bringing clarity and emotional balance to my life, or peace as I like to call that. Just this past Saturday, I went up to the temple with some friends of mine. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. My religion is extremely important to me and to my life and how I make decisions. And the temple is, for me, one of the best places in the world to be. It is so beautiful and incredibly peaceful, and being in that place I felt like I could receive direction from God in such a holy place. I highly recommend, even if you're not a member of the church, to just walk around outside the building of a temple. Like if you're needing to feel that kind of peace and clarity in your life, it's there. You do not have to be a member of the church to feel the peace that is at a temple. Just walk around outside. That's all I did on Saturday. I didn't even go inside because it's Corona and they're kind of closed down. I just walked outside. It was raining, granted, but I walked outside. I sat down. I wrote out my thoughts because that helps me best when I'm trying to go through solitude, is I write them out. Sometimes you can talk out loud to yourself. That's okay. Like, it doesn't matter. There's no wrong way to do solitude. But I did it, and guys, it was awesome. It was exactly what I needed. It felt so good to be on those temple grounds. It felt so good. I received clarity. I received peace. I am so happy, you guys, because of this experience. This experience is exactly what I needed to keep going and realizing how much I've grown and how much more I have left to grow, and it's just exciting. And I highly suggest that y'all try that, please, because it'll make your life so much better. But anyway, so let's talk about how to prepare for solitude and what to focus on in solitude so that when you are on temple grounds or you're in your own quiet space or another place that you consider to be holy to you or sacred, that you can get the most out of that quiet time. So there are 4 things when you're preparing for solitude. Percolate beforehand, so kind of have an idea of what it is you want to think about when you go into solitude. That's what that means. Just have an idea. What am I going to think about when I go into solitude? Maybe write that down. I don't know. Note on your phone, sticky note on the door, whatever it is. Prepare emotionally. Just make sure you're ready to have that quiet time. Like if you feel like you're angry or you're stressed, take a moment to do something that helps relaxes you and to calm you so that you can go into solitude being in a much more focused and calm state. If you're an extrovert, don't worry about solitude. I know that y'all really like being around people, and it's gonna be okay. Just schedule a little bit of time in your day and you will get the same benefits. This isn't just an introverted activity. This can be for extroverts too, and they can get the same exact benefit. And don't focus on missing out. Meaning, like, you might have to sacrifice some activities and some things in order to find solitude in your day, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. It is worth the sacrifice. The benefits this brings is fantastic, because being able to recenter yourself, being able to find, okay, what are my core principles? What is it that I believe in? What is it that I want to do? Am I doing what I want to do? Am I being who I want to be? Taking the time to really think about that, to center yourself on what's most important and to figure out what decisions you're making that are leading you to that or taking away from that is essential, not only for leadership, but like just in life in general. Like if you don't like the path of life you're on right now, I suggest you take some quiet time to really think about where you're at and what it is you want to do and what you can do differently. Solitude can help you out so much, guys. It's awesome. Anyway, don't be afraid of missing out because the benefits of solitude are so big, so big. Okay, so once you're in solitude, what do you focus on? So whatever it is you percolated on beforehand, that's going to be the subject of your solitude. And when you're in solitude, don't be afraid to embrace hard thinking. If it means looking at yourself and being like, you know what, I did something wrong, take ownership of that. Don't be afraid to admit that you made a mistake, that you did something wrong. Don't be afraid to take responsibility for what's going on. Don't be afraid to embrace hard thinking because that's where the magic happens. Identify your first principles and stay connected with them. Figure out what it is you value that means the most to you and don't back down. Figure out what decisions help you keep those first principles. And then find a higher purpose for your leadership and share it with your followers. Find that vision for your life. Find and connect the dots between what it is you're doing and what it's going to accomplish in the long run. There's this quote that I really like. It's in the foreword of this book, and the foreword is actually written by Jim Collins. He's the author of Good to Great. And this is what it says. Leading from good to great requires discipline. To engage in disciplined action first requires disciplined thought, and disciplined thought requires people who have the discipline to create quiet time for reflection. The net result is not doing more, but doing less. Take the time to reflect on where you're at and where you want to go. It will make all the difference in the world by taking that time. I highly suggest y'all figure out a schedule for yourself to put in some solitude time and to figure that out for yourself. And I promise you, it's going to make such a big difference. I also suggest you read yourself first for more information on like solitude, what it does, to get a clearer picture on what's going on. It does it by telling stories of people, famous historical leaders who do solitude and what they gain from it. It's a fun read. And it's not a big book. It's like, look at it. It's like little, not that bad. It's not that bad. So hope y'all have a wonderful weekend and that y'all keep doing great things. Bye.